Hello guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you watch this video from and when you're watching this video. It's your boy Ozenito, and yeah, we're back again to another episode of the Tarios 5 Days Challenge. Um, yeah, so today Tarios posted a new challenge, right? And we're going to be going through the 5 days challenge. Where I'm going to try my best to make sure that each of the design I would do a recording of it, and I'll post it on my YouTube as usual. So this challenge or this particular design has to do with three images that I'll be working with: one, two, and three. Now, the moment I saw it, right, I just figured I need to get on it and do one thing or the other. This period we're going to be, or this particular challenge, we're going to be doing something abstract. I don't know, but recently I've been going for a lot of like cut out face, cut out head, and stuff. We'll also be using the cut out effect in this particular one. But yeah, let's just see um, how it's going to play out. Anyways, first thing first, we'll come to Photoshop, we'll open a new layer, a new canvas, 5000 by 58 as usual. And for this one, I would also use, I think it's the item I use, let me even use green. Yeah, yeah, I'm going to use this green. We might change it later, I don't know, but let me use green. So first thing first, we are going to upscale our images. So let's go to upscale, select image, select this first one, go to upscale it. All right, so we've been able to upscale every of the images, right? So we have all the three images upscaled. Then we can delete all these ones. Now the first thing is to bring in this image into Photoshop. So I'm going to just select subject, and yeah, then I can then zoom in to make sure it is properly selected, like, you know, every part of the character is selected. Just scroll through, be sure to check every little detail, because the little details actually matter. That's what makes your work stand out, right? So I'm going to check through. So I'm just going to just randomly check through all this, like so. All right. Now the idea I'm going for is, this is going to be our main character, our main emphasis, the image, right? This is the image that would stand out in the design. Then other images would then play around it. So for example, this image, I'm going to open the face into two. Then we would have the one of the character running out of the face, then the other one laying on our chest, on our back, right? So yeah, that's the idea I have for this. Just something very simple and, you know, straightforward. But yeah, now that we have it selected, we can just apply layer mask and bring this into this, right? So something happened now. Let me go to image, just confirm. Okay, I don't know, for some reason the color changed. I don't know if it is me, but the color changed. Oh yeah, I thought it was brighter than this. So let's get a brighter color. Okay, I can work with this. All right, now that we have the face, we can quickly walk around the face. So let's call this face, what did I put face? Face. Now I'm going to duplicate it just in case I messed up the first one. All right. Now the next thing I want to do is I want to take my pen tool and just draw around the area of the face that I want to cut. So let's say I'm satisfied with this. right? So let's say I want to cut this part out. So I'll just make selection, right? And I would Control J. Now I would also make selection and take my polygonal lasso tool and make sure the entire part of this is selected. Now I'm going to delete it from this face, delete, so that we have something like this, right? So if you merge it together, you can see that line, right? You can see that line, but that's not what we're going for. What we're going for is for the head to push out a little bit like this, you know, and the body should have like some form of like, you know, effect. Or well, yeah, let's just see how it goes. So next thing is add, to add this, you know, this particular part, right? We want it to look like the head is actually coming out, but this part is showing inside the hollow face, right? So to do that, I'm going to take my pen tool again. Let's zoom in. I'm going to take my pen tool. I'll select like this, right? So I just select like this, like this. I'll select it like that. Now I'm going to press fill part. Oh, before we press fill part, make sure you create a new layer and call it hollow. Fill parts, foreground color, and delete layer, delete part. Now bring this behind like this. So we have this stuff going on with it. Now for this hollow part, right, we want to make it, want to choose the skin color, which is dark brown. So create something like this. Now to make it perfect, we can just blend it together, just merge layers. So just call it hollow, right? So what you want to then do is this: you want to start applying like shade and light, you know, just so that, you know, it looks like the, I mean, it looks funny, but that's the idea we're going for. Yeah, that's the idea we're going for. So I'm going to bring it down a little bit like this. So for the hollow, create a new layer, call it shade. Then right click and create clipping marks. Now I'm going to choose the darker version of this hollow, of this color, right? I'm going to zoom in and just play around with it. If I'm going to, okay, this part should not, okay, let's go back. Should only come from here. Yeah, something like this. That's one. Then we're gonna have lights. So, but instead of the shade, make it lighter. All right, so we have this going on already. So yeah, let's okay. This is what we'll do. Let's Control C to select the face, right? Now select this hollow and just delete. All right. So now the hollow is like this, and you can push it in a little bit. So let's try adding those things again. Outer glow, where are you? Size. can see it's showing, but it's not showing completely. So we still have an issue. Let me bring it up here. All right, now we can, I think it will, we'll be able to like work on it. So let's go to blending option. If you go to outer glow, now you can see the outer glow. All right, exactly my point. So if we make it too much like this, if we increase the size like this, but we are not using white, so we're using the color of the skin, or the, you know, the brighter version of the color of the skin. You know, just so that it has that hollow feel. I don't know if you get my point, but yeah, just so it has that hollow feel. Now we can easily, let's press OK. We can easily turn on this and turn on this, right? For this one, yeah, this is still fine. Still on the blending options, we can add, if we add stroke, I'm not sure if we want to add stroke, but if we add stroke, it will be too much. Except probably we change the color to something like this. Now it looks really, let's make it darker. So you can then increase the size, reduce the size. If I turn it off, you can see the difference. It gives it more of that 3D vibe, right? It looks more 3D-ish now. Yeah. So next thing is to bring in some kind of effect to this top as well. Now to do that, you can see how it looks like. This looks very funny, but you get the gist. Now to do that, let me see if this would also work. Let me go to blending option. I'm not sure this will work. It works. Oh, okay. Okay. So I think this can, we can settle with this. So yeah, now that we have this, right, I call this face as well. So we have this, and you know, it can be separated like this. And the next thing we want to do is bring in the other character, which is this one. So we'll have this lady. Again, this is more or less like an artistic thing, right? So it's not going to look like it makes so much sense, but we're going to like tell a story around it. So we'll use object selection to select the scale, like so. And after selecting, you can zoom in to make sure it's properly selected. So I'm going to quickly go through and select. So after properly selecting this, I'm going to Control J to separate it like this. Then I also want to separate this. Right, so Control J as well. So I'm going to select these two. I will link them together and bring them into this abstract design, like so. I'm going to make it very small, like so. So we have this character. So I'm going to first group them together, flea. I'll call it flea, and I would merge them into one group. Now I can bring it behind like this. So this is the idea I'm having with this, you know. But I don't think I should even put that permits me. Yeah, I think I should just work with this. Just a lady running. So let me see how that would work. Yeah. On link layers. Yeah, so I'm thinking of trying to escape ahead, right? Something like that. Then let's turn on this so we can brush out the parts that are not supposed to show. Something like this. So while brushing that out, we can add shadow or shade to the character because she's running out of somebody's head or she's running out of her head. So, you know, it needs to look realistic. It needs to look very realistic. Kind of, yeah. So multiply. So we have this like this. Then because she's in front of her head, we need to have a shadow be reflected on the head as well. So let's duplicate this. Let's apply layer mask and let's convert it to black. Then we'll attach it to the face. So click to the face so that if I bring it like this, you can see. Now we are going to blur it out using Gaussian blur. Something like this. Then we'll apply, multiply, and we can bring it down like this. Right? So that's the first thing we want to do. Now the next thing is to bring in this character. And I'm going to just select a body. Like so. So after selecting it, I would try to see if we have properly selected everything. No. Yeah, something like this. So we're going to again link these layers. I'm going to drag them into this place, and yeah, they're going to be in front like this. And this is very funny. But yeah, I'm just playing around these things. So let's bring this. I'm coming. Let me rest. So let me bring this down here first. Let's select all this and group them so that when we turn it off, we can see that yeah, it's gone. So we'll bring it closer like this. Then this can come front. Yeah, I'm trying to see what I can do with this. Okay, before I even do anything with this, let me just separate this lady first and unlink the layers. Let me turn off this first. Then for this group, I'm going to bring this. Does it work, or I should just switch this? I think this works. Yeah, this is better. No, no, wait a minute. Yeah. Then Ctrl J, bring it up here. Then we can create layer marks and just brush out the parts we don't need, which is the entire part here. No, sorry. We had shadow here, or shade, whatever. Keep messing up the name. But yeah, it's no. First thing first, let's blur out all this part. Alright, so I don't need this one. So we have we have this abstract looking beauty, right? And let's apply. I don't think we need this one. Yeah. But yeah, that's basically what I was gunning for. I'll still go with this. Still go with this. Anyways, guys, yeah, this is what we have for now. Another thing we can then do is probably look at how I still think we need to find a way to use this. It's kind of waste. Probably we can bring it behind this character. You know. Yeah, I really am just at this point I'm just okay. Let me try to get something. So let's just say money. Monday in Yoruba is Ojo Aje, have you? So now imagine me using this concept where she's hustling to make ends meet so she can chill, you know. Ojo Aje hustling, then we'll have like money flowing in. I don't know yet, but let's just see how it goes. So what I need is just this money part. I just need just that money part. So I'll just all right. So we just need this money part and we'll just bring it in into this place. First thing first, let's save our work. Ojo Aje, right? So we'll call it Ojo Aje and we'll rename this money. So for this, you're going to just turn it like this and bring it somewhere here. Somewhere here. Now we're going to then open this group. You get the point. You might have to bring this lady forward a little bit. Just a little bit like this. Yeah. You have to bring her forward a little bit like this so that the money can show. Now, if you are bringing her forward, we have to remove this part of her leg as well. Yeah. Right. Now, for the money, we would have to add shade to the money as well. So let's add some shade to the money. Don't worry, wood. Then for this one, push it back a little bit more because now we have more space for light. Now for the hollow head, you just have to add light to the body, to the edges. Right. Till it gets to the point, then we'll leave it here. Then we'll have it as, yeah. Then we'll also add light to the face. That being said, we can add shade to the other parts of the face. To this side, or we'll then bring it down drastically. So it has that nice 3D effect to it. Same thing with the other face. We'd add shade to it as well. It's too much. Just to add that, and again drastically bring it down. It's just to give it that touch. I don't know if you understand, but let's give it that dark touch. But yeah, so we have this. We are going to bring in some grain. Let's go to PNG wing and we'll download some grain. For the grain, I think I would, let me go with this. I found a new way, I found a new style. It's not a new style though, but it came back to me again and I started liking it. And that's using pattern that are blurred out. Right, so for example, now this one, if I bring in anything, let me choose the down part. So this one, bringing it in like so, and then blowing it out, Gaussian blow. So something like this. It's always, I mean, this pattern might not really work, but most time it looks really really nice. So I'll just use it for, I'll use probably soft light for this. Then for this we can, let's put it in the middle. Then add layer mask. Then blur it out like this. Alright, now that we have all this settled, I have one grain that I usually use. I'm going to check it in my previous design, and I'll bring it in here. So I think I used it in Pan African poster. Is it Pan African? Kobe. I think I used it in Kobe's poster. Let me check. Do I have it here? I should have it. I think I do. I have it here. Yeah, this is it. So this one would just be in front of everything like this. And let's blur out some parts we don't need. Anyways, just make sure you're not doing too much, because at the end of the day, you don't want it to look like a first design. So for this, for the money, let's just add contrast from here. We'll add contrast from here. Since it was the brightness that was too much. So now that we have that, um, so the next thing is to bring in our text. So first off, let's go to this place. It didn't really give us a particular concept, or but let's check if there was a, okay, nothing yet. So from here we'll just go to, type in Monday in Yoruba. So as it is, so let's just bring in our text. Let's use enter. Okay, enter is working. What of this? No, it's not working. This is also not working. Also not working. So we'd have to use enter. Let's use bold. Enter bold. Okay, let's add some effects to. We can make it white. Then we can just have a short text about Monday. So I just pick this up, right? And I would select my font, my text tool. I'll just drag this like this, and I'll paste it there. So what we just do is select all, make sure it is left justification, make sure it is medium, and make sure it is a small font. So you can reduce the spacing like this, and also the spacing. Yeah, you can even make it bold. I think bold can work. So you can just put this. You might have to still reduce the size. You might have to still reduce the size. Um, but yeah, so let's reduce the size to like 24. Again, would work on the spacing, and I think we can use black for this. Is black going to work? No, black is not working. Yeah, let's use black. We'll just bring it up here. So let's reduce this. All right. So we can bring it somewhere here. Exactly. Now, time to introduce some of our loops. That's color lookup. First and first, I want it to have orange and bluish vibe like this. Exactly. Because this whole yellow thing, I'm not feeling it at all. So orange and bluish vibe. Then I want it to have this foggy vibe to it. So we're going to use foggy night. Foggy night like this, but the foggy night won't be too much. So what we'll do is we can leave it at normal, but bring it down. Let's bring this. So if you turn this off, you can see now it looks better, in my opinion. It looks better. And lastly, we can use one of my favorites, which is urban reflection. I'm not sure which is which, but let's just scroll through them. I think it's number 3. Yeah. So urban reflection number 3. All right. So last thing is to bring in our logo, or instead of bringing in logo, let's work with the barcode, because barcode always gives it this nice feel. And now that we are done, what we can do is we would add our final effect to it. Select the first layer, scroll down, select the last layer, Control Shift Alt E, and you can go to filter, camera raw filter. Alright, now that we have camera raw filter opened, we can then work on the exposure. You don't need to add too much exposure to it. You don't need to add contrast. Contrast is too much, so you can bring down the contrast a little bit. Highlights, not really. All these don't really need so much work. We can give it some nice vibrance. Then for the effects, crank up the grain, bring down texture and add clarity, then add DAs a bit, right? And then when you're done, you can press OK. Now I just thought of something very nice. Very nice, and that is bringing. So let's delete this one. Now this character, right? No, not this one. This particular character, right? So I'm going to select group and duplicate. Then I'm going to also bring it up to the text. Where is the text? I'm going to bring it to the text. Why is the text not? I'm going to bring it to the text here. Where are you? Yeah, exactly. But it's only the leg I want to show. So this can go away. I only want the leg to show. So apply layer mask. So what we are going to then do is we would apply layer marks and just brush out those parts that we don't want to show. Just don't worry, we'll come back to that. Yeah, something there. Now for this one, we want the leg to show. So we're going to zoom in and change it to white so we can add this back. Now you will notice that there's something going on here. It's looking very jagged. Then also I think this character also has, so this lookup, I don't know why this lookup is here, so let's bring the lookup here. Aha. Now first thing first, this leg, let's first add blur to it so it can blur out all those blemishes. And if the blemishes are too much, you can use your smudge tool to just smoothen the leg. The reason why the blemishes are looking like that is because the image has motion blur to it, right? So that's why it's looking like that. But yeah, same thing will go into this character. to the main one. This is the main one, I guess. Yeah, this is the main one. So taking our blur tool, we'll blur out this part as well. Just blur them out. Yeah, so I think this is better. Now we can then select the last layer, select the first layer, Control Shift Alt E, and now we don't need to even go back to all our, just go to filter and select camera raw filter here. And what we have done before is to apply it. And that's basically it, guys. This is where I'm going to stop for today. Every Monday is a fresh start, a chance to roll up your sleeves, put in the work, and build your success throughout the week. And as you can see, it's giving Aje vibes. So yeah, that's basically it, guys. This is where we're going to stop for today. Thank you very much for watching. I'm going to see you in the next one.